Today we're going to be taking a look at the best custom fit vehicle wiring options for your 2017 Mazda 3. This one here on your left is going to be the Hopkins. This one here in the center is going to be the Curt. And here on your right, we're going to have the Tekonsha. Let's go over some of the differences between these three. One of the main differences here is going to be the converter boxes. What the converter boxes do is they protect your vehicle wiring or your factory wiring in your vehicle from any backfeed if your trailer or whatever it is that you're towing happens to have a short in the wiring. That's going to block the short from coming into your vehicle wiring, in turn protecting it from doing any damage. Now the difference between them is, if you look at the Hopkins and the Curt, the wires are going to come in either side. They're going to connect to a circuit board. Again, the Curt, it does the same thing as the Hopkins. If you look at the Tekonsha comes in all one end. Inside it's going to hook to a circuit board like the other two, except this box has got a potting material. What that potting material does is it's going to hold your connections onto that circuit board really well. If this box happens to come loose after it's mounted and it starts bouncing around, it's more likely that the Tekonsha on that circuit board are going to stay in place because of that potting material. On your Curt, there may be a little bit of material in there holding them, but we do get calls back because these tend to fail. Another difference on our Hopkins, you look at all of our wires, or most of our wires here, they're all going to have a tape on them to help protect the wires a little bit better. Now, can we do that with the other two? Yes, we can. But with the Hopkins, that's one less step you have to take. Now let's talk about it a little bit more on the wiring. On our Curt, you can see where it goes from a single wire to a double wire. Where that connection is made, or where that split is made, it's just got some heat shrink around it. Hopkins is going to be the same way, except you're going to have a little bit of tape. So it's going to give it that little bit of extra protection. If you look at the Tekonsha, where it splits is actually inside of this plastic box. That's a pretty strong plastic box. So I would have to say in that aspect, that's going to give an edge to the Tekonsha. I think the Tekonsha, where that connection is made, may last a little bit longer, or quite a bit longer than the other ones. Another difference, if you look on the Hopkins, the front of the converter box is going to actually tell you what each wire is going to do, where the other two don't do that. With the Curt, you're going to get a little tube of silicone that you may or may not need. The other two are not going to have that. Now, one more difference I want to point out is on our Hopkins, our buck connectors are already attached to our power wire coming out of our converter box. And the buck connector is also attached to our fuse holder. So the only thing we will have to do is run our power wire and connect it into each end of our buck connectors. Now let's go over some of the similarities. Number one, most important, is they're all going to have converter boxes. They're going to protect your factory wiring in your vehicle. Second, all of them are going to give you the proper lighting functions to safely tow whatever it is you're towing down the road. Third, they're all going to install the same. They're all going to plug into factory wiring behind your taillights, and then they're going to tee and plug into the back of your taillights. Fourth, they're all going to give you power wire that's going to run directly up to your battery. The good thing about that is it's not drawing any power from your taillights. And number five, they're all going to come with the necessary hardware to get them installed. In summary, as far as ease of installation, I'm going to have to give that to the Hopkins. As far as durability, I'm going to have to give that to the Tekonsha. And in my personal opinion, I think I'm going to have to go with the Tekonsha because of the durability factor alone. I hope I have helped make your decision a little bit easier when choosing the correct wiring harness that suits your needs. And that'll do it for a look at the best custom fit vehicle wiring options for your Mazda 3.